Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to my podcast, How I See It. Again, I say welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm excited, feeling good, got some nice things to talk about on today, and I'm pretty much think that you all will enjoy my show. So let's get started. Brandon Miller, number 2 pick in the NBA draft, chosen by the Charlotte Hornets. They played last night, pretty decent game, but it was hard to get a read on Brandon Miller from that game that I watched last night. The kid most definitely had a rough time in the early going. I can't say if that had anything to do with it being his first game, uh, he, if it had anything to do with the personnel that he was playing with. It's quite a few things that you can look at and say, well, let's give the kid a chance. That being said, it wasn't really too much that you could take away from his performance last night to be able to say, well, hey, yeah, Charlotte got a good one. Now, I did like the fact that he appeared to not be, well, how can I say it? He appeared not to be down on himself, even though things weren't really going his way last night. He continued to play to the best of his abilities. And he had some spot moments, especially in the fourth quarter, where he hit 3 back-to-back 3-pointers. And so, I mean, that's something that we could look at and say, well, okay, uh, he can knock down a 3 and be effective scoring points from behind the arc. His game as far as beating somebody off the dribble, it really wasn't that impressive last night, especially considering who he was playing against. As a matter of fact, if they did not have any numbers on or the names on the back of the jersey, and you came out to see the number 2 pick in the draft, then you might look the other way and say and said this kid Julius Champagne was the number 2 pick. Julius Champagne, he ended up with 30 points last night. The kid looked pretty good. As a matter of fact, he did look a lot better than Brandon Miller. So I don't know right now if the Charlotte Hornets are scratching their head, but I said before the draft, I'm sorry, after the immediately after I saw the draft and I saw who was chosen the first 3 picks. First thing came to mind was the 1984 draft when Houston chose Elijah Wan, and the second pick was wow, I done went brain dead again. Hey, is there going to be a show where I don't go brain dead? I hope so. But really, let me move on. Let me move on. That second pick was Sam Bowie, and then the third pick in that draft was Michael Jordan, and we all know how that turned out. Uh, Elijah Wan went on to have an outstanding career, becoming a Hall of Famer. Sam Bowie, the second pick, uh, 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 ended up having a lot of injuries where things didn't work out as we expected. And we all know about Michael Jordan. Now, I'm not saying that to say Brandon Miller is going to be injury prone or anything like that, but I'm just getting the overall, using that as an example of an overall picture of how things can turn out as far as success wise. Which leads me to believe that from watching last night, there's going to be some question marks with Brandon Miller, from what I could see. I don't think he's going to be able to guard big forwards. I didn't see where he's going to be physical or can be physical. I watched him get beat off the dribble a couple of times, so I don't know right now at this point what type of defender on the NBA level he's going to turn out to be. But what I will say is he did come back in the fourth quarter and hit those 3 threes. And he did end up with 18 points. But him being the number 2 pick overall, I was disappointed by the fact that he allowed his team to be down 30 points at one time in that basketball game last night. Now you are supposed to be the overwhelming best player on that floor. That wasn't the case on last night. So Brandon Miller, when it's all said and done, has a lot of work to do. I'm going to give him a C+ on his performance. And that being said, I'm being nice. For real, for real. But it's early. It's early. Let's give a brother a chance. I'm down with that. Moving on. Moving on. Now, I'm getting ready to talk about something, man, that's been weighing on my mind for some time. Now. And I said I was going to hold off on this subject. I was going to give it some time because I don't think a lot of folk are ready for this particular subject. I'm not, for real, but I don't want to be left out because this team is being talked about on a daily basis, for real. Let me be honest. I don't know why. I really don't. I don't know why, but they are. For some reason, Sports Center or First Take, Get Up, they always want to bring up the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I mean, the fans have been misled long enough. When does it stop? America's team? Really? America's team? Come on, man. Why would you even want to put that on us like that? This day and time. I just don't get it. Now, I see the Dallas Cowboys as, for real, as America's most hated team. Really, because a lot of us are just sick of them. We really are. But we put up with them. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And their fans, oh God, so irritable. Their fans are just, you know what? You know what? I don't know if I could need to continue with this. Hold on, let me get myself together. Let me get myself together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's move forward. Now they continuously ask the question: is the Dallas Cowboy a Super Bowl contender? What? Are you serious? Really? See, this is what I'm saying. I mean, why even ask that dumb ass question? Why do they continue to try and make Dak Prescott relevant? Dak Prescott, people, hear me out. Hear me out. Dak Prescott is not a top 12 quarterback in the NFL. In 12 games last year, Dak Prescott threw for 15 interceptions. I mean, what is it going to take for you all to understand that he ain't shit? Oops, I said it. I said it. This conversation really is dear to my heart because I love football. But I do not like what the Dallas Cowboys has to offer. No, the Dallas Cowboys will not go to the Super Bowl next year. And I'm here to tell you, the Dallas Cowboys will not even make the playoffs next year. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Reason being, have you all seen the Dallas Cowboys schedule? Have you all seen the Dallas Cowboys schedule? Okay, I got it right here. And I see the Cowboys losing 9 games. I'm trying to get myself straight here. I had it prepared. Because we gonna do this. Now what happened? This is a terrible blunder right here. But I will get it straight. Because I am new to this. And I deserve a chance. All right, let me see here. Let's take a look at the Cowboys schedule. Oh, by the way, for those of y'all who didn't know, I'm a Raiders fan. And we do play the Cowboys in preseason. So that will be a great warm-up game for us. Gives us the opportunity to kick some ass for practice. But anyway, so let's see what we got here. All right, the Dallas Cowboys schedule to me, and being honest, is brutal. But I want to make sure. All right, here we go. Let's start with the first game. They have, on the first opening game, they playing Sunday night. There we go. Prime time. All the time. And they don't even know how to take advantage of that. I'm just saying. The New York Giants. Okay? The New York Giants, where's my... They playing the New York Giants. And if the New York Giants will go ahead and get things straight with Saquon Barkley. That game is being played in New York. I'm going to say the Giants should win that football game. Now, the key to beating Dallas, let me get that out the way. The key to beating Dallas, you hit Dak Prescott about 3 times. It don't have to be sacks, but get some good looks on him, some good hits on him about 3 times. He's done. He gets real shaky. Real shaky. Hit Dak Prescott 3 times. He gets real shaky. And here comes the interceptions. That's why he had 15 interceptions last year. Because he's afraid of taking a lick. Oh yeah, he'll just throw that sucker anywhere. Here, you take it. I don't want it. Why do they continue to ask about Dak Prescott? Or what is Caesar going to be like? We already know. We already know. So, but anyway, we giving. I'm going to say. I'm going to say the Giants will win that football game. Then they go to. No, they go back home to the New York Jets, where Aaron Rodgers has come to town. Now I don't know if you all notice this or not, but I pay attention because I'm good at what I do. But the Dallas Cowboys can be beat at home. Let me just say that again. The Dallas Cowboys can be beat at home. If you go back, do your research, you will find that the Dallas Cowboys is really not a good home football team from what I can see. Now, I ain't looked nothing up. I'm just going by memory right now, okay? I'm just going by memory. But anyway, let's move on. So I'm giving that to the New York Jets, okay? Week 2. Then the Dallas Cowboys go and play the Arizona Cardinals in Arizona. All right? I still think Arizona has quarterback issues. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, and also being that Hopkins is left, we gonna go ahead and let Dallas get that one. All right? I'm gonna be generous. We'll let Dallas get that one. Okay? Then let's just see where we at. Dallas is back home again, and the New England Patriots are coming to town. And I'm gonna be generous. I'm not sold on Jones against Dallas defense at this point. Now, maybe when Hopkins come to town, if they can get Hopkins, maybe something different can occur. But right now, on this day, I'm gonna give that to Dallas. Okay, they should be able to beat the Patriots. All right, are y'all still with me? Are y'all still with me? Let's do this. Okay, after the Patriots, they go back on the road. And they will be playing the San Francisco 49ers again on a Sunday night. Again on a Sunday night. So I guess Dallas get all the Sunday night, Thursday night, and Monday night games, don't they? Really? Huh? Huh? All right. America's team, right? Let them tell it. So they go to San Francisco, and you know which way I'm going on that. uh, most definitely, San Francisco will win that football game. Ain't no doubt in my mind. Then the Dallas Cowboys will stay on the road and they will be playing the Los Angeles Chargers. And I think that's an easy pick. I'm going to take the Chargers. I'm going to take the Chargers. Then they will go back home the following week and they will play the Los Angeles Rams. Good for y'all, Dallas. Y'all should be able to beat the Los Angeles Rams. Okay? Shouldn't be a problem. But we are talking about the Dallas Cowboys, though, right? Who knows? All right, moving on. Now, this is a no-brainer. They're going to Philadelphia. They will be going to Philadelphia, and you all know which way I'm going on that one, being that I'm a big fan of Jalen Hurts. Since he came out of college, I was a fan of his. So we're going to chalk that one up for Philly, which would give Dallas another loss. All right. Wow, things aren't looking too good. Things aren't looking too good. Now, at least after the Philly game, they get to go back home. And they get a chance at the New York Giants one more time. I want so bad to give that game to the Giants, but I'm going to give the Cowboys the benefit of the doubt on that one. They should be able to beat the Giants at home, even though I did say earlier that the Cowboys were vulnerable at home, but I think they might can find some kind of way to beat the Giants at home. Moving on. They then go to Carolina. Aha. Interesting. As you all know, the Carolina Panthers will be sporting their #1 draft pick on that particular day. But I'm going to give that to the Dallas Cowboys. I don't think they'll have a problem with a rookie quarterback. But only time will tell, though, won't it? Now, this one right here is going to be interesting. This next game is going to be interesting. They then go on a Thursday, which is only going to give them how many days rest? 4? A rest of 9, 20, 4 days. Actually, 20, 21, 22. Actually, that's 3 days rest. 3 days rest. They're going back home and they will be playing the Washington Commanders. That's going to be pretty interesting, but I would say Dallas will win that game against the Washington Commanders. I think the Washington Commanders still has quarterback issues. They seem to think that Howell is the answer, but that remains to be seen. I remember how he was at North Carolina, and the last year that he played for North Carolina, he was at the beginning of the season up a Heisman Trophy candidate. So the young man has potential. He had a chance to sit down for a couple of years and observe. And he watched Haneke and a couple more other quarterbacks. But That didn't pan out for Washington, so now they're prepared to give Howe a chance, and it might be a chance that's well deserved. So I'm going to give that to the Dallas Cowboys. Then the Dallas Cowboys will stay at home again on another 3 days rest. They going on back on a Thursday night to play Seattle. Are they playing Seattle twice? Seattle. I thought I already had them down. Let me check. Yeah, I thought I saw them. Yeah. Oh, you know what? That was no. I did see them playing them in preseason. I could have swore maybe that's what I was looking at preseason. Okay, which is meaningless. So, okay, well, Thursday night they will be playing the Seattle Seahawks in Dallas, and I will give them Cowboys the benefit of the doubt on that game, even though they will be coming off of a 3 day rest once again. But that's kind of a toss up. But I'm a lean more towards Dallas on that. I'm gonna be generous. See, y'all thought I just really was all about hating on Dallas. No, that's not the case. I just call it like I see it. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I do. For real, for real. So following the Seahawks game, they are still at home, which would be giving them 3 home games back to back. Imagine that. 3 home games back to back. And Philly will be coming back and will be coming to town. And once again, I'm liking Jalen Hurts and the Eagles on that particular game. Then they go back on the road. This way it gets a little interesting. It really does. But they go back on the road and they play the Buffalo Bills. Let's chalk that one up for the Bills. I like Buffalo at home against the Cowboys on that particular night. All right, let's move on. If Miami be the team that we all think they can be, then at home they should not have a problem with Dallas. So on that particular day, I will be picking the Miami Dolphins. Oh, things are looking real groomed for the goddamn Cowboys the way I'm seeing it. Let's move on. All right, then they're going to play the Detroit Lions at home. Guess what? Guess what? I'm taking the Lions. I'm taking the Lions. It is what it is. I'm taking the Lions. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. Looks like they got a bye. It looks like they have a bye December 31st. That's kind of late for a bye. And then week 18, they will be playing in Washington. And that particular game, I am giving it to the Commanders. I think by that time, the Dallas they'll be in disarray. The Commanders will be a better team late in the season. As a matter of fact, Washington, remember they beat the Cowboys in a game last year with Howell at quarterback. So as of right now, I have the Dallas Cowboys losing 10 games. 10 games, which means no playoffs for America's so-called team. I had to get this out of the way. I'm sick and tired of you all bringing up the Dallas Cowboys. We do not want to know. We don't care. We do not care. Okay? So the Cowboys and their dumbass fans are done. Let me say that one more time. The Cowboys and their dumbass fans, we don't boys, we don't boys, we don't boys. They done. See you next time. Peace.